Hey, this is to you, Mwest1234. You were asking me about my books, and I was just going to show you some of my books. I'm going to go through and tell you some of the ones that are my favorite. This is a really cool book. The Jesus Mysteries was the original Jesus, a pagan god. This is Timothy Freke and Peter Gandy. Definitely tying in with the pagan gods like Dianetics and everything, explains in depth all of the things that they found, which definitely make you realize that the motif was carried on, and really, you know, the historical Jesus. Oh, I doubt it. Okay, well, anyway, now this one, Gods, Demons, and Symbols of Ancient Mesopotamia, an illustrated dictionary by Jeremy Black and Anthony Green. Illustrations by Tessa Ricards or whatever. Stuff like this is really important. It gives you pictures of all of the artifacts and things that they've found through time, and you know, we need to understand what happened before Christianity so we can look at Christianity and realize what place it has in historical value, and how it was formed, and what people, the impressions they had that made them actually formulate that particular belief system. Then we have, oh gosh, I've got so many here. I'm just going to pick out what I really, we have, this is a very important thing when you're dealing with fundies or Christians, the New Strong's Complete Dictionary of Bible Works. You can look in Hebrew and Greek and see definitions. This is the James Strong, you know, the Complete Dictionary. If you want to look up any word, and when they want to argue with you about contextual accuracy, a lot of times they're full of hot air. You can take your book and you can look it up. And then, well, this is the Worldly Philosophers. I've got this book. This is Robert L. Heilbroner, The Lives, Times, and Ideas of the Great Economic Thinkers. But I like, you know, great thinkers, and I like to read about everything. This is kind of a cool book. I bought this for $1 at a yard sale, all about radiation, by a nuclear physicist and medical doctor. And you want to know who that was? That was Ron L. Hubbard. Yeah, and you know who he is, Ron L. Hubbard, or L. Ron Hubbard, excuse me. And so he's the guy with that invented the Scientology. And we had bought this book at a yard sale for $1, and it's worth, gosh, I guess about $75 now. It's the original hard copy and everything. I hadn't even realized. I just thought the title would be interesting because I like books, and so I just thought I'd share that with you. Definitely always have that Holy Bible. You know, I've got a couple of them here. You need that Bible right next to you so you can look up Scripture and everything. Of course, that's something I'll never give up. Very important here. This is a man that everybody probably on YouTube knows about. The Atheist Universe: The Thinking Person's Answer to Christian Fundamentalism. You know, David Mills. You can look him up on YouTube and listen to his wonderful vids. He's a great man. And then we have The End of Faith, Sam Harris. That's a great book. Read that book, and he also has the other book here, Letter to a Christian Nation. And I have that in here, and I'm going to pull that out in a minute. This is a cool book. Did you know? Reader's Digest put it out, but it always has these wild things. We've got, during the time when, and we always sort of like the mysterious books. This is the Time Life, the series, you know, of books on the supernatural, which is kind of hilarious to read now since I'm no longer superstitious. This one is, I read this, The Born Again Skeptic's Guide to the Bible by Ruth Hermanscreen. She no longer, she's passed away, but to me, her words and the way she wrote this book are just incredible. She should never, never be forgotten. She is awesome. And I suggest everybody get that. Then we've got the Bible Unearthed by Finkelstein and Silverman. And this book is good to read about the archaeological versus, the claims of the religionists versus what they found. So that's a really heavy book. This one I really had a lot of fun with. It's the book your church doesn't want you to read. I still love this book. I love to pull it out and go through everything it says. You can open it up to any, they got so many things in here and so many great thinkers. There's sort of a compilation of different heavy thoughts of all the free thinkers and skeptics. Paganism, astrology, and Christianity, the true Trinity. I just opened it up. You could change 3 cheers for the creationists. They have Dr. John Lightfoot, one of the most learned 17th century scholars, concluded that creation was performed by the Trinity on the 23rd of October, 4004 BC at 9 a.m. 45th meridian time, and they kind of spoof on that. It's interesting. And they also have Thomas Paine in here. They have Dan Barker. They have talking about Salman Rushdie, all of the things that are pertinent to free thinkers to read about. Talking about the zodiac and how astrology fits into Christianity, the sun god, the cross. Bertrand Russell, it's all in here. It's all in here. It's a great little book. The book your church doesn't want you to read, by Tim C. Leadham. Gotta get that. Okay. And then, this one. Oh, this is great. This is great. It's The Atheists Are Revolting. And I don't know how to explain what I feel about Nick Gisburn. He's the best. Okay. And then I have, I had bought some books. It's important for us to understand history, I think. I think we have to look at the whole picture. And, when you're talking about the flood story, a lot of people, the Epic of Gilgamesh is very similar to the Bible flood story in many ways. You even think about the boat. One was built square, the other rectangular, talking about the different things that happen. It's just good to read different things and open your mind. This book is Myths from Mesopotamia, Creation, the Flood, Gilgamesh, and Others. And it says it's a new translation by Stephanie Daly. Okay, Myths from Mesopotamia, Creation, the Flood, Gilgamesh, and Others. Very important for people to understand when people are telling you, especially creationists, that the Bible is true. Boy, they just don't understand what happened before that all came along.